Welcome to Cost Saver Conversations. I'm Angela, and I ask the practical questions so you can quickly understand what matters. Today, I'm joined by Assad.
Hi, Angela. We are unpacking Home Insulation ROI Guide 2026 types, costs, and payback periods today, and tying it back to the wider cost saver ecosystem, including practical calculators and checklists, so you can turn insights into action quickly.
Just a heads up before we dive in, we are your synthetic hosts. We are great with numbers, but as AI, we can sometimes be confidently wrong. Think of us as the digital versions of your most knowledgeable, slightly caffeinated friends.
Exactly. Treat this chat as a smart estimate only, not as professional financial guidance. Always check important details with official sources or a qualified expert before making any big decisions.
All right, so energy bills. I mean, we're all feeling it, right? And I keep hearing about insulation being this magic solution, but honestly, Assad, I look at all the options and it's overwhelming.
Oh, I know. It's one of those things where there's so much information, but nobody really breaks it down properly, you know?
Exactly, like loft, cavity, solid wall, floor, and then you've got to figure out costs and payback periods and whether it's actually worth it or if you're just throwing money at.
Right, throwing money at something that won't actually help. Yeah. But here's the thing, and I was just looking at the 2026 numbers, insulation really is one of the smartest investments you can make. Some of these pay for themselves in like 2 years.
Wait, 2 years? Really?
Yeah. Well, okay, some of them, not all. But we should probably start with the easy wins, right? Loft insulation is usually where people begin because it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so loft first. Walk me through it.
So you're basically just putting mineral wool or fiberglass bats up in your roof space. It's not complicated. Cost-wise, you're looking at anywhere from 400 to 1,500 pounds, depending on your loft size.
Right, and the savings?
This is the good bit, between 180 and 250 pounds every year on your energy bills.
Hang on, let me just. So if I spend, say, $1,000 on loft insulation and I'm saving 200 pounds a year, that's.
5 years to break even. Yeah, the typical payback is 2 to 8 years for loft insulation, which is honestly pretty excellent.
That's actually way better than I expected. What about cavity walls? My neighbor just had hers done and she won't stop going on about it.
Oh, I bet. People do get excited about cavity wall insulation because well, first off, it's quick, usually done in a day. They basically pump these polystyrofoam beads or foam into the gap between your brick walls.
A day? That's it?
Yeah, minimal disruption. Cost is similar to loft, 500 to 1,500 pounds. But here's the kicker. It can reduce heat loss by up to 35%.
35%? Wow.
I know, right? That translates to 200 to 300 pounds saved annually. So your payback period is roughly 2 to 7 years. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. So both loft and cavity are kind of quick wins?
Exactly. Quick wins. Now, solid walls, that's where things get a bit, well, it's different.
Different how? Because I'm in a Victorian terrace, so.
Ah, right. So you've got solid walls then. You've basically got two choices, internal or external insulation. Internal means putting boards on the inside of your walls. External means adding a whole layer to the outside of your house.
And I'm guessing external is the pricey one?
Oh yeah, 8 to 12,000 pounds for external. Internal is more like 1,500 to 2,500.
12,000 pounds? Huh, that's a car.
It is. But, and this is important, external solid wall insulation can cut heat loss by up to 45%. Plus, it can actually make your house look better. You know, fresh render, new finish.
Okay, but what's the payback on 12 grand?
So, annual savings are between 400 and 600 pounds, which means your payback period is 13 to 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah, I know. It's definitely more of a long-term investment, but it does add significant value to your property, which is harder to quantify, but
I mean, I get it, but 30 years is kind of...
A lot, yeah. There's also floor insulation, which people tend to forget about completely.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about floors.
Nobody does, but it can make a huge difference to comfort, especially on ground floors. You're looking at 1 to 3,000 pounds, depending on your flooring type.
And the savings?
This is where it gets less exciting. About 40 to 50 pounds annually.
50 pounds. So if I spend 3 grand, that's...
60 years. Yeah, the payback for floor insulation can be 20 to 75 years. It's really more about comfort than quick financial returns, you know?
Right. So it's not all about the money then.
Not always, no. Though, let me show you how the math actually works. It's pretty straightforward. You just take your annual savings, divide by your initial investment, multiply by 100, and that's your ROI percentage.
Okay, give me an example.
Sure, so actually, there was this case study from Birmingham. 3-bedroom semi, they spent 1,200 pounds on loft insulation.
Uh-huh.
Saved 250 pounds annually. So that's a 4.8-year payback and just over 20% ROI. After 5 years, they had actually made money on it.
That's brilliant. Were there other examples?
Yeah, there was a really good one. 2-bedroom flat in Manchester. 800 pounds for cavity wall insulation, saved 300 pounds a year.
Wow. 300 from 800?
I know, right? 2.67-year payback, 37.5% ROI. They actually used the savings to get double glazing.
Oh, that's smart. Kind of a snowball effect.
Exactly. Though the solid wall example is less, well, it's different. Victorian Terrace in London, 10,000 pounds for external insulation.
Let me guess. Long payback?
20 years, 500 pounds annual savings, so only 5% ROI. But they said the house looked amazing afterwards and was much more comfortable, so...
I mean, comfort matters, but 20 years is still...
It's a commitment, yeah. But here's the thing. Energy prices are going to stay volatile in 2026, probably beyond. So insulating now is kind of like insurance against future price hikes, you know?
That's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought about it like that.
Plus, there are grants available that can really help with the upfront costs. Have you looked into those at all?
No, I haven't. Should I?
Definitely. They can make a massive difference. Also, getting an energy audit costs about 1 to 300 pounds, but it tells you exactly where your home is losing heat.
Oh, that's smart. So you're not just guessing.
Exactly. No point insulating your loft if all your heat's escaping through the walls, right?
Fair enough.
Oh, and another thing, when you do insulation right, it can actually increase your property value. Energy-efficient homes are really attractive to buyers now.
Really? By how much?
It's hard to put an exact figure on it, but think about it. If you're looking at 2 similar houses and one has lower energy bills,
Yeah, you'd pick the efficient one.
right, some energy-efficient homes even qualify for lower mortgage rates now, which is kind of amazing.
Wait, really? That's wild.
I know. The whole market's shifting towards efficiency. You might want to get an energy performance certificate done too. Helps you figure out your best option.
Okay, so let me see if I've got this straight. Loft and cavity walls are the quick wins. 2 to 8 year payback, relatively cheap.
Yep.
Solid walls and floors are bigger investments, longer payback, but they're more about comfort and property value.
Exactly. And honestly, start with an energy audit, look into grants, then tackle the quick wins first.
That actually makes it feel way less overwhelming, like there's a clear path forward.
That's the idea. It doesn't have to be this huge, scary investment. You can start small, see the savings, then maybe tackle the bigger stuff later if it makes sense.
Right. And with energy prices being what they are,
Now's definitely the time to act. The sooner you start saving, you know?
Asad, this has been incredibly helpful. Honestly, I feel like I actually understand it now.
Good. That's what we're here for. It's really not as complicated as it seems once you break it down.
No, it's not. Right. Quick recap for everyone. Loft and cavity insulation, cheap, quick payback. Solid walls, pricey, but adds value. Floors, mostly for comfort. Get an audit, check for grants, and just start somewhere.
Perfect summary. And remember, even small improvements make a difference. You don't have to do everything at once.
Love it. Thanks so much, Assad. This has been brilliant.
My pleasure, Angela. Anytime. Primary sources used here include the link in the show notes and the link in the show notes so you can verify the data yourself and stay evidence-led.
That wraps this cost saver conversation with Angela and Assad. If this helped, share it with someone house hunting so they make safer and smarter money decisions.
Your next step is simple. Try one of the cost saver tools, then explore a related cost saver blog and use both together before committing to a move.